The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That's it, baby.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a man who will forever live with a heartbreak of throwing that interception on this field a few years back in Super Bowl 49. It's Russell Wilson.
Heartbreak for Russell Wilson and his Seattle teammates. How about climbing to the top of the mountaintop for Malcolm Butler, the rookie corner who made that play? Undrafted free agent. He makes one of the biggest plays in Super Bowl history with that interception and gives New England another world championship.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Three down. Watch the
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He was brought down by Devon Kennard. And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called, fire out, and smack people.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check it back, check it back.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will make our score 9-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Ready?
Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Carson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
from just shy of midfield. Wilson, that's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
14. Here we go. 36 power. Kill. Hey, look.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 2 there. And it's third down.
Mike's 4-2. Watch the run. 14.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Myers' kick is good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that?
on. What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Handoff out of the pistol, it's Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Murray with a third and long. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Returnable for Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A nice little juke. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion. Anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. First down, Murray steps away. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
We're going to shut you down.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. All on his own, but it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Wilson, flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches.
Watch the whip. He's coming. Alert.
Now a give, right side. Carson, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Watch the boot.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Murray going to try to throw on third down, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now it's Lockett. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give him much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on fourth down. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Cardinals nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Murray now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Run the screen with Carson. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Drake. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made by Delano Hill. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go. Next up. Man up, D. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Slam. Hey, single.
Second and 5 now. Murray buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, watch it. 66. Pull it.
On third down, Drake. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
He'll run. It's Drake. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at fourth in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
I can hear it in your voice, because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it to have the chance, unless you're them. Talk about supreme confidence bordering on arrogance, and they got it done keeping the ball on the ground to pick up the first down.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready? Right. Ball trot.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Murray now. Going deep for Hopkins. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 59 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had a strong arm.
That part was was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you kind of get in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to patch together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson now. Going to throw again. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Can't give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And the Cardinals
Check 26, check 26.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 2nd down.
Ready. Pittsburgh. 50 to Mike. They're running it. Hatchet. Joker. Neil.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. From from the gun on third down. Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, motion, motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Check 37. Okay. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he is Isabella. 54 yards. As his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Wilson to throw. It's caught. Lockett. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Go, go, go.
Hey, look, 48. Hey, we're going back to 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, check.
40. 14, 40.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Alert.
And the blitz does come. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the 50-yard line.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Bound to lose one. Go, go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Check pass, check pass.
Check three, check three.
Now Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's good.
Motion.
Murray to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Christian Kirk. Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. 54.
Y'all not ready.
Murray, one final try. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.